everybody. Welcome to Wobble 48. Kind of exciting. We're on a new year. Got my cuppa all ready. It was a bit weird when you go like, oh, cup there, cup there. So Wobble 48, start of 2025. So happy new year to everybody. I hope everybody is well and has survived the snow if you're in the UK or possibly still getting the snow. I've just heard there's still a weather warning for Scotland and I think Northern Ireland as well. So I hope you've been safe. I just thought I'd pop in and it's just a little wobble gob really this week of stuff that I have been up to. So it was quite nice to have a couple of weeks well, I say just chilling, even though I'm just chilling. Robert does get cross with me because I still do bits of work, but officially got back to work on Monday. The 52 challenge started on Friday, went really smoothly, which I'm really, really glad about. I was a bit stressed about that. Not too late to join if you fancy joining in. And on Monday evening, the stitching hour got started as well. So yeah, I've had all these projects in my head, and it's just really, really exciting just to get them all underway and cracking on with stuff, getting back to doing some stitching. Yeah, so that's been really, really exciting. So both the projects are on my new website. You can join at any point and just get access to some stitching, a stitching community that's very, very supportive and has grown really over the past 4 years. I can't believe this is year 5. 5 years old. Feels like I should have a birthday cake. And it's just lovely how, stitching is about thread and about joining things together, and I just find it lovely that the stitching projects have joined people together. For example, Monday, we were on our live and there were 2 ladies from America that were on and realised that they knew each other, which is weird. And that happens quite a lot. I've had ones where people have been on the stitching chats and they've realised they live in the same village and didn't even know that each other really existed. So they're connected. I've had people from the UK go on holiday in America and stay with people that they met on the stitching chat. So it's amazing how just that little bit of stitch just brings people together. It just gives us all something to do. So I'm really, really looking forward to 2025 and just seeing where our stitching will take us. So this week, what have I been up to? So I've decided, because obviously I've not got enough stuff going on in my life, I've really got back into my drawing and my doodling. And for those of you that don't know, I used to be, it's quite nice being able to say that, I used to be an art teacher. That's what I am trained as. I'm not trained in textiles at all. That sort of came through accidents and obsessions that happened over the past 12 years, I suppose. And I thought, I want to get back to my doodling and my drawing, but I don't want to do anything massive. So I thought, doodle a day. I wonder if I can do one every single day. I don't know if I will be able to. Life gets in the way sometimes. And I know the other day I'd forgotten to do one, so I ended up doing 2. So I'm going to set myself a theme for each month. So this is my doodle so far. So I've decided January is just about me and what's going on. So I did something a little bit like this at work when we used to do a project that was called Me, Myself and I. And somewhere I have the original drawing and I can't remember where it is. And it was a little doodle of me and it had all these balloons and in each of the balloons had something to do with me. And I thought, that'd be kind of cute. Whether I'm going to get them all on here, I don't know, but some of them might not be doodles. So I started off with me and my 2025, this is me. And then on the other side, I'm going to just make little notes about what's been going on, a little bit like a diary timeline. And then on a Friday, I used to love doing flat lay Fridays where it's just collections and taking photographs. So I'm just going to print those out and put them in here. So in my sketchbook, it's just going to become a little bit of a diary. So there'll be a double page for each month. If I see this right the way through to the end of the year, I'll be amazed. I will be amazed. But I have planned each month. I know what the theme is for each month. So far we've got starting my doodle. Then when I start anything, I always go on my... Sorry. I just need to turn my phone off because I actually set off on a walk to go and collect some stuff from the chemists and then realised that the chemist is shut. at lunchtime. So I've had to walk home. So I thought I'll walk home, I'll film this, and then I'll try again. But I'd set off one of my things, if you remember from last week's Wobble Gob. I'm trying to go walking. So when I was lying in bed this morning, I was like, oh, shall I just get up and go on the treadmill? I was like, no, I need to go and collect this prescription and take it up to Robert's dad's, because it's up a hill. And I thought, I'll do that. That'll be my walk today, so I don't need to worry about going on the treadmill. And I set off part way up the hill, and then I've got to come back. I'm doing this, and then I'm going to have another go, hopefully, when the chemist is open. Yes, so, and I'd set it on my phone to manage my walk. So it'll be thinking I'm very lazy, seeing as though I'm sat down. Oh well. So the next one was my right foot, so I've got a little footprint there. The 52 words started, so take that off. So I did a little patchwork balloon that got a little bit of stitching on it. Then I'm going to talk about this in a second. I did a workshop with Liz Cooksey. That was my New Year's treat to myself, and I'm going to show you what I did on that. I had a snow day, so it was stitching at the kitchen table, which that was the plan for the whole day. But Robert came down and made a point about that he was going out to clear the drive, and I felt very guilty about staying inside, so I ended up going out and helping him clear the drive, which took a lot longer than I planned, because everybody that was walking past, we were chatting to him, which was lovely, because I don't know what it is when things like this happen and it snows, that people will stop and chat to you. On a normal day, people don't. They just get on with their own business. But when something like this has happened, and it's very rare actually that Brighouse comes to a bit of a grinding halt because of snow, and everybody was chatting. It was lovely. And I just thought, oh, why do people just not do this generally and just chat to their neighbours and stuff? So that was quite nice actually doing that. So I ended up not doing as much. And then we'd had that evening, because we know it doesn't snow, we all had to guess how much snow we thought we were going to have, and the loser would be buying coffees the following day. So I won because I said 10 centimetres, and I think we got more than that, and Robert lost because he said 1. So we ended up going then for a walk down into Brighouse, and Spoons was open, so we went for coffees, which was kind of nice, bit of fresh air. So I didn't get as much stitching done on that day as I planned. Then it would have been if I'd still been teaching back to work, and the school that I worked at, it was very, very rare that they ever had a snow day. In all the years that I've been there, I don't know, some years just none, and it's been weird. Anyway, they've had 2 this week, and I thought, right, on Monday, because I can't have a snow day, I thought I'm having a PJ day, so I stayed all day in my pyjamas, had lots of cups of tea, so that was me back to work. And then today I've got Duncan down here. Duncan finally got out the house. He doesn't like snow. He's been sat on his cushion next to his cat flaps. We have to have a box and a cushion because the cat flap's too high up for him just to jump out. And he's been sat curled up there sulking for 2 days because he doesn't like the snow. Anyway, he's finally been out. So Duncan was my little person today. So if you want to follow this, I'm doing it on my Instagram. I'm just posting my doodle each day, and then every so often I'll do a little bit of a doodle days on my YouTube, just do a little short, just keep you up to date. I'm hoping by doing that it'll really prompt me to do it, but if I don't if I miss a day, it's fine. I'm not going to beat myself over the head with a great big stick. So that's what I've been doing, my doodle a day, and then we've got the new projects. Then, as I say, I had my treat day where we had Liz Cooksey coming to Fabricology. So Fabricology is what was the Embroiderers Guild in Halifax. So I've been a member of that, it's probably 10, 11 years now. And we plan a project. Since we've come back, because we used to be obviously the Halifax branch of the Embroiderers Guild, since we came back after COVID, we're now known as Fabricology. And I've shared some of the projects that we've done before with you. So this year our theme is collections, and this was a workshop piece that I did with Liz this time last year actually at my shed. It wasn't finished. I'd just got it all in a box, and I thought, well, seeing as though she's coming, I need to get it back out. My intention was to add more to this, but then because of the project that we're doing with Fabricology, I've ended up doing something additional. But I did come back and I have started putting this all together. So I've been mounting things up on little blocks, and I've got my card, and I'm so proud of this. one of the things that Liz does is she does crochet, and it creates these beautiful sort of lichen pieces of work, and I've wanted to do one for ages, but I can't. I can sort of crochet, but I can't crochet at all, which is going to be one of my things this year that I'm going to attempt to do. But this was blanket stitch that I sort of did in semi-darkness in the lounge, and I'm really, really pleased with it. I think it's worked out really well. I'm kind of pleased. So I've got to present all this in here. It's one of my jobs this week is to get that framed and up on the wall somewhere rather than it just being in a box. So that'll be one of my 2024 PhDs, projects half done, which is kind of exciting. So then what we're doing with Fabricology is we're doing collections. We've all been given a cake box to do something with. So I did a bit of a sample cake box. So I've messed about with mine quite a bit because I really like printer's trays. So I thought I want mine to look a little bit like a printer's tray. So I've worked out there's a little hole for each month, and we're going to do something that will go in the hole each month. So I'll let everybody know what I've been doing. So January was Liz Cooks's, but I made extra bits and pieces. So I've sort of added them. I've got to glue that so it just holds itself straight. But I've got these as well that I'm going to have just as like little frames, so you'll be able to peep through. Got my little birdie at the bottom. And that's the start of my Fabricology piece. So you'll see this emerging as we carry on through the year. I'm really looking forward to this. We've got 12 months, obviously. Each month there's a theme and a task or to be inspired by or something like that. So I have sort of tried to work out the sizes of each of the things that I am or I think I'm going to be making. So it's going to be interesting. I've chosen my colours, surprise, surprise, blue and yellow. I was just going to go all blue, but when I was doing my piece, it was like, oh, I need yellow. I need to put some yellow in there. So we've got some yellow in. So I'll share this with you as we go through the year of our different challenges and stuff like that. So shout outs. I haven't really got any new ones. I know Yarndale applications are open and tickets are available for Yarndale, which is in Skipton. It's not till September, but tickets are on sale. I will be applying. Hopefully I'll get in. Either that or I've just totally jinxed it and I won't get in this year. I've got the Textile East Fair, which is the one I'm going to be getting ready for because that's coming up in February. And March is the start, I think I mentioned this in the last Wobble Gob, of my online mini book in a tin. There are still places on that if you would like to do it. It's 3 evenings. If you can't make the evenings, it's fine. I do record them and you get the recordings to work at your own pace and you've got access to the videos so that you can have a go at making a little mini stitched book in a tin. And then I've decided that the wellness bit, I probably will do wellness every now and again, but it just feels, I feel a bit repetitive each week. So I've decided to try and find quotes. And this was something that I was thinking about when I got a message from somebody that's doing one of the challenges. I don't know whether or not you'll be watching this. How life gets in the way. You've got a plan. You know what you want to do. You're going to start stitching and then life just throws a curveball and then you just don't get things finished and you feel really, really disheartened. So this is a quote by somebody called Deborah Day of the Energetic Healing Centre. So the quote is, "Lighten up on yourself. No one is perfect. Gently accept your humanness." And I think that's really, really important. I think sometimes we set ourselves really, really high expectations of what we should be doing, and then when we don't do it, we get really disheartened, and it's sort of like you peak and then you drop, and then you peak and then you drop, and you sort of start doing this, but you feel like you just drop in all the time. And I think we just need to be a bit lighter on ourselves, stop being so hard. Life does get in the way sometimes and curveballs are thrown and you just need to be kind. So I think that's what I think we need to be this week. We need to be kind to ourselves. Accept your humanness, accept who you are. And if you didn't get a chance to do what you needed to do that day, there's another day. It can be done another day, but don't give up. Just move it to another day and another time and make yourself a cup of tea and sit down and just think, oh, well, didn't get that done today. Maybe do it tomorrow, or I'll do it at the weekend. Or, do you know what? It's not that important. I'm not going to do it at all. That's what I think to housework. Anyway, that's it for this week, I think. I am going to attempt to walk back up the hill now and go and collect a prescription. Hopefully the chemist will be back open. So I know people need a break and stuff like this, but when you're at the doctor's and the doctor's surgery is open but the chemist is not open, it feels a bit weird. Surely I don't know, I would just think you'd stagger your lunch times for your staff. But anyway, what do I know? Nothing, really. I really don't know anything. And then I'll go get my steps in, get up that hill. Bit of power, well, I say power walking. It won't be. It'll be some middle-aged woman just looking like she's probably having a heart attack walking up that hill. So anyway, there we go. The snow's melting. Please be safe. Watch out for the ice if you have got ice wherever you are. Stay safe. Be kind to yourself. Remember your humanness. You are who you are and we love you for it. Mwah. Ta-da.